What's going on? We was kings. Happy Sunday. God damn, what the hell's going on? That's not what I want to see. Give me a second here. Let me share out to my Twitter and everything. Be right with y'all or whoever's in the room. Damn, 10 people in here. Now we see Trump's boss. Stop hating on Trump Heights. Trump Heights. Y'all see Bibby. Happy Father's Day, everyone. This is the Father's Day stream of Uncle Hotep Factor. Special Father's Day edition. What up, Caesar? Johnny Enough, what's up? Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Love the hat. Thank you. It's fresh and crisp and clean. Oh, am I staggering here, man? Am I jammed up here? I guess my stream is good. What's with these reporters supposedly getting intel from intel agencies the president doesn't have? Somebody could greet a firing squad for that. I don't know, but you gotta think some of these reporters are actually intel agencies, right? I don't think I would take too much stock into that. Or, an intel agent might be feeding that reporter something. Um, that probably happens a lot, to be honest. Thanks, Johnny Enough. Yeah, I got a nice Trump Father's Day card. I chuckled at it. Um, what did y'all do for Father's Day? I cut the grass. I still got to do out a little bit out the front, but I went outside, cut grass, man. It's a normal day for fathers. You know what I mean? Fathers, you gotta get it in every day. Blade, come on, Blade. No, that's in the Golan, man. That's not in the West Bank. That's in the Golan. As a matter of fact, let me bring the article up. Oh damn, not that. There we go. There we go. A tiny settlement of 10 ringed by high grass and land mines. The Trump name graces apartment towers, hotels, and golf courses. Now is the namesake of a tiny settlement in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights. Oh, there's actually 10. It's more than 30 years old, and there's 10 people live there. Developing rampant Ramat Trump will not be easy. Ringed by high yellow grass and landmines, it is roughly 12 miles from the Syrian border and a half-hour drive from the nearest Israeli town, Kiryat Shoma, a community of about 20,000 people near the Lebanese border. It's about even. 22 Jewish Israelis and 25 Druze residents. Trump Heights. Is that musty hat? Yo, Dylan, hat is clean, is crisp. I just got it out the closet. Let me kill this thing here. um, Durna. That's messed up, Durna. But that is true. You got a new weed whacker, man? Good for me. Yo, man. That's nice getting a gift for yourself. I appreciate that. That's good. That's good Father's Day knowledge. What's up, Mateo? Oh my gosh. I don't know. What's up, John Lemley? um, I don't know. I don't have any feelings, but I just, and I always said it like, this is what people like Trump do stuff for. You know what I mean? You know, to have your name exist forever. Get a town named after you out in the Holy Land. That's a pretty big thing. No telling how the future is going to go. You know what I mean? You could have I don't know. That's how people want their names forever, man, etched in stone. People want to be on Mount Rushmore. Blade, that would have to imply that ISIS isn't doing the West bidding. Yeah, I said it's a pretty big deal. I don't know, Blade, man. Man, war might be. Oh, I don't know. I don't think the public wants to go to war, and he's going to go to war right before election in 2020. That's a pretty tall order, man. Oh, Tommy Bottoms, long time listener for content. Thank you, man. Thank you. Long time. Somebody hit me up on Twitter the other day. It's like, man, like, he said, I remember when you first started, I remember you had like 14, 15 followers, subs. And it took me back. I'm like, damn, man, for real. I've been doing it for like a minute now. I guess, 2014 or something like that. Um, you know, Hey, enough about the subscriber count now. They're making me lose subscribers, but I've been doing this for a minute, and a lot of people. I appreciate the people that's been with me since the beginning. Oh, Pompeo said he got plans being made. Well, on one hand, I'll say this: um, if a war with Iran is ever going to happen, it's going to probably have to be under. Um, I would say it have to be under Trump, right? What's up, Falk Wolf? Yeah, I remember Falk Wolf been with me since the beginning. What's my opinion on the percentage of black vote for Trump? Um, it's going to be about the same. It might have a little bit of a bump, but it's going to be about the same. But that's good enough because I don't think on the Democrat side it's going to be they're going to have any push on it anyway. It'll probably be worse than what Hillary was. I don't know. Biden might bring him out a little bit, but people are going to start. There's this ADOS movement, and Biden is not. Biden is trying to be the super progressive guy. So there's a group of African Americans, the college of shines that are not with Biden. They what they call them. I can't remember. They were calling them a whole bunch of names, man. They don't like Biden. Michael Russo, thanks for donation. New Fox News poll has Biden and Sanders ahead of Donald Trump. Um, I guess that's 1-on-1. I think it's going to be close, man. Especially Biden. I don't know about Sanders. I mean, Sanders is not going to get out of the Democratic primary. But Biden is going to be. I'm telling y'all, he's going to be a close. If he, it depends on. There are a lot of things are going to be put into that. I'm just saying it's going to be close because I think Biden, he still has that Obama connection, and for the elderly black vote, I think they're going to go right with Joe, and we'll see how that goes. But it wouldn't surprise me if they're leading a little bit now. But I'm not too sure about Sanders. Blacks don't vote right; it won't change. I don't know. You'll never hold on. Let's answer. Let's look at that because they vote right. Well, one thing, more than two parties are needed in the American system. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. The people are screwing themselves by only having two major parties. That's one thing we have to join the rest of the world in. It's like getting like different parties in the political system. I will say this: I don't think the Democrats are going to ever I think their hold is waning on Black Americans. And, this is why you see all these shootings and stuff, and these racial things, and they came out with the Netflix thing with the how they see us. So, that was the Central Park 5 story, and they can always connect that with Trump because he put out the ad. It's only so long the Democratic Party is only going to be able to get away with these, the fear tactics and stuff like that. Because with the internet now and people like Hoteps and stuff like that, and ADOS, people have been calling it out. Like if sometimes if you follow me on Twitter, shout out, follow me on Twitter. I retweet some of this stuff. There's a lot of black folks who be like, man, I'm tired, to be calling out your Democratic Party. They'll never get those Obama level numbers again. You know what I mean? You have to. If you want to look at history, you have to look at it. That at least for that little time period. Like when when the black folks, they was going out to vote left and right. It's because Obama was in office. I think they'll go back to being skeptical of the government. And then, you see other people weren't afraid to wear the MAGA hat. You know what I mean? Kanye came out. I came out. You know what I'm saying? So I think you'll continue to see some people step out. But you're right. It would take a while for them to totally turn to the right, but I think as more and more black folks see that the Democratic Party cares more about illegal migrants more than Black Americans, you're gonna see some. Listen, just wait and see, man. Just wait and see. Do you think Joe Biden's part authorship of the 1994 crime bill will cost him some of the African American vote? I think that's not is what I think Biden is going to get lost on the millennial black votes is because these millennial black voters and the ADOS they want policies. And what Biden and the Democratic Party don't really offer black Americans is policies. So I don't think that's going to, they pulled that with Hillary. I don't think they can pull that with Biden. But there's other things on Biden he's not going to get the black vote as in the high numbers. Biden ain't getting a nomination. That's possible. We gotta take it how it is today. He might get hurt. He might get old. He might say something real crazy. Peter Buttigieg might be catapulted into the lead. He's too old and too damaged. Well, the age wasn't a factor in 2016. Nobody liked Hillary, but it wasn't because of her age. They would rather with Biden. With Sanders. She rigged it against Sanders, and Sanders is old as dirt. I don't think. I think because a lot of people are just saying, or like, it's different this time. A lot of people are coming out and saying, well, from what I see, a lot of people are coming out and saying, hey man, I'm just on the never stop Trump at all costs train. So they're just going to bite the bullet and vote for Biden, because they think he can beat. They're voting for whoever can beat Trump. Yeah, Falk, you're right, man. Smash that thumbs up. So I mean, we'll see. Blade. that's a finicky thing, Blade, because a lot of America would care about that country more than America. Let's just be perfectly honest, and that's just everybody out of everybody, not people from there or anything like that. The religious aspect of some demographics in some of America, and that's a major part of their religion. That's I don't know what to tell you, Blade. Anyway, ADOS wants reparation. We all know that the Republicans aren't going to give it to him. ADOS don't have the political muscle to force them to issue like the elves did when they shook down the Swiss bankers. Yeah, evangelical do have a problem with that. You know what's funny about the reparations thing, right? They're gonna get reparations over. It's not gonna be, but it's not gonna be for black folks, because you see, they put it. There's gonna be gay reparations, and there's gonna be what was the other one? Migrant reparations. I see there was articles written like that. And then you have Yang with UBI. Watch. Instead of reparations, they're just going to give everybody UBI. Uniform, what do they call it? Uniform basic income? I'm not talking like right now. I'm talking about maybe 20, 30 years when all of us are in nursing homes or some of us are dead. You know what I mean? They're going to have... They're going to have that. Universal basic income. That's your check. That's your check, Akata. Yeah, I mean, y'all talk about welfare, but like, do y'all know anybody on welfare? You ain't getting nothing, man. But I do know, the money adds up, when you put, illegal, migrants get it and this, that, and the third, but still, we spend more money on weapons than anything else, like, I'm not as bent up on, I'm better, like, abuse, welfare abuse, but I don't even think you can abuse it anymore. The most people do is sell their goddamn stamps for the month, and you just gotta go with them, and you get money off the thing. It's a scam. Well, yeah, rent too. There's a couple places, but you know that's still no. The weapon systems. We pay more welfare to the military industrial complex than we do welfare to all the migrants, illegal and legal in the United States of America. I refuse to believe that. We pay more at giving them jokers that waste money on them goddamn weapon systems every goddamn year than we do anything else. 67% of American shines. No, man, I don't believe that, man. No way. No way. How? What was the F-35? It was like $1 trillion. A trillion. Shouldn't even work. I'm talking about when they buy them weapons, them bombs. And then they got all types of stuff. You know, they got the UAEs and stuff like that. Then you got to give our greatest allies some weapons, give them money so they can buy it back. Like that's 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 what I'm talking about. Welfare, like that's the same welfare, right? Like if you give money to a country, right, just so they can buy weapons from your country, that's no different than giving the Sanchez's $300 a month so they can go buy groceries. Yeah, the money's getting back in the community, but you know what I mean? That's crazy. I did not convert, man. Mateo, you're being outrageous. You're being outrageous, Mateo. Oh, Stratum, thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate that. Dylan, I've been trying to catch up with the cyberpunk because I've been reading a couple articles. I'm trying to get the gist of it. I did see that part where the black writer, and I think I even retweeted it. But I'm kind of confused about cyberpunk. Like, now, I guess in the game you're able to be trans, or you can change your gender, right? Now, are they mad that you can't? There wasn't enough representation, or what? That's what I didn't understand about the cyberpunk issue, man. And I'm tired. I'm kind of weirded out about. I think, yeah, Dylan. I think in the game, because I think it was it a book before or something like that. Like it's like human augmentation and stuff like that. But yeah, you're supposed to be able to change genders and all this other stuff. White male, white female, man, you can change. But people are mad about that. But this is the thing. Gaming has become this new front line of the culture war. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, man. It's like transhumanism, yeah, like Blade said. But like, oh yeah, and I've like, yeah, because I went on some weird. You ever get on Twitter for the people that get on Twitter? Have you ever ended up in a weird subsection of Twitter? Like Twitter has subsections, right? And there's like a map subsection, and I gotta upload the video. I made a video about it, and I guess they call it minor attracted person. I can't even believe it, man. I'm like, come on, man. And there's a whole bunch of them jokers. I'm like, man, Jack kick everybody else off the platform, but you can let them jokers on there. Unbelievable. Biden voted against schools desegregation. But you know what? Um, I don't know, man. Has school desegregation helped, or eventually it would have to come. It would have had to come to pass, right? But as you can see, like we didn't really see anything. Like if the '60s was anything, they really switched it up. Um, I guess with that immigration bill that Ronald Reagan passed, but like when I was coming up in the '80s and '90s, it was primarily black and white people. There was nowhere like there was some Spanish people in my town, but it was nowhere near like it is today. You can't say that, Dylan. Dylan, you Dylan, you can't say the R word, man, and I'm not gonna confirm that message. Evil Kitty of Doom. What's going on? ST3 Addy. What's going on? I'm chilling. The grooming gangs in the UK. We got maps running around, but no R word. Yeah, I mean that's like I don't know why, and that's the whole thing with like how they're trying to engineer. I don't know. Like you can't tell anybody their social like they remove like the remove trans. It's no longer a mental disorder. Like I don't see why being having a mental disorder is a stigma, right? Oh, there's a whole bunch of disorders. There's like I mean tons and tons of it. You know what I mean? Um, right? You shouldn't be looked any less for that, but should it be addressed? Yeah, and I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna get into it, but yeah, they just switch words. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I think one, you have to look at it. Is it happening more than it used to? And then if it's happening more than it used to, then we have to find out why. Um, there's several questions that need to be have here. Oh, Sci High is coming up with a new album. Get out of here. When's Yandi coming out? People still associate mental issues with crazy. I mean, just because somebody's crazy doesn't mean they don't deserve. You gotta. We gonna euthanize them or something? Like, I don't know. What are we doing? In the summer for Yandi. Okay. Right. Definitely. And I said that before, man. Like a lot of these things, the parents are forcing on their children. Um, in being a father, I can see where some parents are probably encouraging, a little confusion from the child, and once you get a child as young, you can brainwash them for it, whatever, you know. And I always talk about my dad's stories, right? And like I grew up in a white neighborhood, right? And I always asked my dad. I mean, he was, and it's not like he was friends with a lot of white people. You know what I mean? He was from the South. And he faced, discrimination and things of that nature. He wasn't talking like white folks was his buddies or anything like that. And then I was asking him like why we live out here and everything. Like I was asking a question because like his stances didn't match up from what I'm saying. And then like why wouldn't you raise me that way? Because he said you can't teach kids hate. That's the thing with I think with a lot of black parents, they might think of a certain way, but they won't teach their kids like to be, oh, don't talk to these white folks, or don't sleep with this white woman, don't sleep with this white girl, or any or white girl, or the dude is a man, and things of that nature. They don't really get into that. I don't know why. I'm just saying that's just my like. It doesn't. But on the same token, because his thing was, he said the child won't be able to understand it. But this is what these parents are doing. When these kids can't, their minds aren't all the way registered and not understanding what they're doing, the parent is coming in and pushing their ideology on these kids. And when they grow up, you see what happens. Joey Jihad dropping an album. Listen, man, I ain't listening to goddamn Joey Jihad, man. Like, where's that randomness? Listen, I'm waiting for Haines Street Hustle. I'm waiting for Haines Street. I'm waiting for that Quilly. What Quilly album going to be called? The Haines Street in what? I'm waiting for Q-Pop. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for Quilly to drop. Don't talk no other Philly rapper to me. I'm waiting for Quilly to drop that heat. When Quilly drop that heat, that's when y'all gonna know. He gonna shut it down. If he can get his record out locked, get you know what I mean? He out here drawing. But if he can get his drawing out, I'm waiting for Quilly. You listen to Little Shitty. No, I do not, dog. I don't think I would ever listen to an artist named Little Shitty. Well, some people do become racist later in life. Sure. But I don't know. I mean, I think when you get in your life, when you get older, you should be worried about yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I go on 4chan and this one cracks me up, man. Like, some of these cats hate black people. But, like, I know some of these posts are shield posts. They're bots. They're made by the redacted and everything else. But I'll be damned if I hate black people, I'm going to make posts about black people all day. And vice versa. Like on the Kali, I've done videos from the Kali. All they do, they talk about white people all day, but all they post about is white people. I'm like, what is your problem? Like, sometimes with the people with this racism, you come so obsessed with the people you're supposed to allegedly hate. I'd be damned. Like, if I hate something, I'd be damned I even think about it. Like, why would I waste my time? Like these jokers, we studied the black brain. Like, why if you I wouldn't give 2 minutes to doing any of that. I don't know. You're right. Kingpin, racism isn't really a problem online. It's kind of, I don't know. It's probably a little bigger online. In life, in out in the real world, no. But even online, it's not really a problem. All you can do is mute, block, log off. How you get bullied online? Log off. Isn't that what y'all bull Igor? What's the dude that did the Igor album? The dude from Odd Future. Oh, is it? No, it's not wrong. Hold on, man. No, I mean, what's with the juice? No, I mean, what's with? I've been waiting for the juice to get back on Twitter. Y'all see it? And that's I got another video about that about OJ. Like listen, I had this jaw for years, man. I don't remember when I bought this jaw, man. It's like, and some of them cats were mad that people were following OJ. He murdered people. Like, we know he did that. It's no longer a question did he do it or didn't do it. I do believe he did it. But this is America. This is what America feeds off. America loves this. America loved OJ. Let's be for real. They love that brother. Now, Chad Cass, I don't think it was his son. Now, that son wasn't, like, Nicole wasn't his son's mother, was it? I don't think it was his son. I think it was OJ. I don't believe his son. Like, I guess people believe it's his son because how did this old man with arthritis and he was in his 60s back then? How did he overpower this young man? And I don't know. He just might have had to drop on him. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard that either. I haven't heard that he was supposed to meet Nicole that night too. What was OJ's motive? Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, man. This was after like I don't know how old y'all was when this happened. Like if you asked like old heads back then, all of them said like I don't condone what OJ did, but I understood it. That's what a lot of people were saying. The motive was OJ was giving that woman all that money, and she had her side her that dude ride around in the money, ride around the Benz OJ paid for, lay up in the house OJ paid for, and he snapped. That was the motive. What if Kim K's mom would have cared when the free OJ from distraction was ex-wife? I wonder did he actually smash um, what's her name? Kardashian. Kim's mom. I've been watching the second season. I'm on the second season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I never watched it. Like what's it like 16 seasons or something like that? I'm gonna go through the whole thing. I want to do my homework Now, bear with me. I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians because I swear to you, Kim Kardashian is running for office, and I want to do as much. Eventually, she's going to run for office. When she does, I want to. I want to have that homework on her. But I swear, man, I don't know. I think she might want to run for president, but governor for sure. Yeah, and I tell people that, and some people are like, man, no way could she be president. Like, look how popular she is right now. Mateo, come on. Her being a pog has nothing to do with it. I'm talking. She's pulling the same thing. Kim Kardashian is pulling the same thing this man did. She will pull the same thing Donald Trump did. If you're in front of the American people, on front of the American people on TV, just like Trump was, WWF, his own TV show, that's a commercial. That's a commercial. The country knew Donald Trump before he went in there. Yeah, Reagan or Schwarzenegger, they've done it. It's been done before. It just hasn't done it with a woman. You know what I mean? I don't think they've really done it with a woman actress or a woman personality. But Kim is the perfect person for it. If she gonna get her law degree. Now y'all can say she bought it, which could be true, but it don't matter as long as her name behind the thing, right? She gonna get her law thing, and she gonna do a couple cases. She running for governor. Then she gonna run for president. See, that's the thing. This is how slick Kylie and Kris Jenner and them. I'll get to that in a second. This is how they. This is how slick Jenner and them is. They had Kanye go out there to break the ice with him. His talking about I'm running for president. No, man, it's gotta be later than 2024, man. She gotta get her law degree. She's gotta work a couple cases. This is the long game for Kimmy. I expect, I don't know, 10, 15 years, man. What is she, in her 30s? Late 30s now? When she's like late 40s. Well, 2024 for governor, 2028 for prez. I think you might want to back the governor up to 2028 and then the president thereafter. She's 38. Years. Yeah, she might be trying to get in when she's in her 50s, maybe. You're a Caitlyn Jenner boy. You know what trips me out is seeing Bruce in these earlier seasons. Yo, they ran Bruce ragged, man. They just bossed Bruce around, man. It was disgusting, man. It was wild how they did Bruce, man. They ain't had to do Bruce like that, man. Right. It takes time to change your image. You're right. That's why she's becoming a lawyer. And I never thought she was stupid. You know what I mean? If her dad it seemed like he was a lawyer. He's a pretty bright guy. She's just smart. Kingpin. What do you think they would attack her sexy pics and such in her porno tape? Yeah, that would be a thing. Can she get over that? But you have to think. I think you would count on think what you have to count on is we're moving towards women's being in control of things. This is the woman's era. Isn't it like the age of Aquarius or some shit like that? So that's the longer you put that off, the more people are gonna look at it like, I seen it, so what? You know, um, saying like, what'd you say? She's 38. When she wait till she's 15 years from now, the people like me are gonna be older and older, and the people are gonna care less and less of that. I think. Because we're not getting more religious fundamentalists, are we? No, we're not. Not even in the slightest. We're working the opposite direction. Like we're working like sex workers are getting like. I think New York wants to decriminalize them, which like if they decriminalize sex workers, they need to put a tax on that pussy. Imagine you have to pay a W-2 for that, man. Oh, you were working a lot. What if you go to like once they start taxing sex workers? Oh man, them tax rates are going to go and be insane, man. Then you got to do your taxes at the end of the year. You got to go through them Johns. What if you had a busy year, man? um. Well. Oh, as far as attacking her, I don't know. But I think if she lays the proper groundwork, like she's doing now, then I don't think do I don't think it's going to be. I don't think that tape is going to be relevant in 15 years. To like Nick Fuentes, I don't think I have any. I have no opinion. I do. I think I do know who you're talking about, but I don't think I follow him close enough to have an opinion on him. Oh man, come on, Perez, man. Give these Pogs the right to vote. The Pog deserves the right to vote, man. I think I know what you're talking about, but I have no like. He's never. I never heard anything bad about him. If that's what you're asking. How do I feel about Lonzo Ball being traded? Lakers gave up a lot, man. They still need a point guard. Um, I think Jimmy Butler's supposedly leaning towards staying in Philly. So I don't know if Kyrie is going to come or Kemba Walker. Or Kawhi. Kawhi could go to the Lakers. He could go to the Lakers or the Clippers. He's definitely going back to LA. Now, where does he want to go? I don't know. Um, Jason Jones, what up? God, screw the Ball family. Good, screw the Ball. Man, stop hating on the Ball, bro. The Ball brothers. Should have traded LeBron for AD straight up. David Griffin would have. Oh, man, David Griffin might have took him. You never know. Yeah, I would have took Leonard. Leonard's the truth, man. Leonard's the truth. LeVar talks a lot, but he's got one son in the NBA, and LaMelo's going to be in there, guaranteed. I think the youngest one is better than. He might. It's tough to say, but I think I think he has a better offensive game than Lonzo. I think he should be able to come in and be able to shoot right away, even though it's kind of herky, but it's not. He can get that off quick. But if the Lakers get a point guard, they'll be right back in business. They'd have to fill the roster out, but the thing is, what they have to do is AD has to carry them, and LeBron has to be playing like 60 games. You got to rest LeBron. He's not gonna be able to run the whole season like that, all crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, LeBron is just going to do what he's told to do when he gets political. I do not hope LeBron, Kawhi stays in the East. He needs to kick his ass back to the West. Yeah, Jordan got political in the end, but he didn't really want to get political either. Jordan, he's probably Jordan low key a Republican, so he really couldn't say out like what he wanted to say. And Jordan believed in hard work, man. And you got to get it your own. That's from what his dad was. Kingpin, yes, it's good Canada wins the title. The NBA is trying to go global. This helps a lot. And it helps a lot for Canada. Canada has been a hotter and hotter hotbed of basketball. So yeah, this it makes the game better. Gordon Freeman, you don't like Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry finally got a ring? Canada invented basketball. That's right. You are correct. Yeah, that's the thing. I just think, well, it's a couple ways with Kawhi. I think that did New Balance give him, did they just give him did they give him any equity in the company? Because I think the New Balance brand, he's trying to pump that New Balance brand. And, what's going to be better for him, LA or Canada? Now, with Canada, he's the face of the country. Like, he's Jordan. Kawhi Leonard he's probably Jordan in Canada right now. Chad Cass, what's going on? Chad Cass, you still doing videos, man? You better get back on your Dean, bro. But, yeah, his tattoos are whack, man. Drake is a piece of work, man. Yeah, I think, but yeah, get back to it, man. Keep on your grind, man. Don't let these YouTubers break your spirit, man. If you don't keep grinding, man, it won't ever happen. But what was I saying? But yeah, I think Kawhi is going to go back to California. I think that's where he wants to go. Now he said that in his interview. That's everybody knew where my preference was. Now that might have been a preference. Now Toronto might be a better fit for him now. And he could win MVP with 3 different teams. He's that good of a player. The thing that makes him great is he's like, if you defensively, he's a monster. He's like one of the best. He's like Rodman. The only defensive player I think I ever seen as good as Kawhi Leonard was Dennis Rodman. Other than that, I have not seen a defensive player as good as him. And I think Kawhi is probably a little better than Dennis. And he gives you all that on the defensive end, and he scores the basketball. Oh, yeah, injuries help, but injury is part of the game. That's why you play the game. And that's why the Sixers are like, I'm mad at the Sixers because you never know what happens. Drake more excited than his own son. Y'all foul for that, man. Yeah, Kawhi go to every team in the league. Man, stop it, man. And that's why, and the thing is, If he goes to the Lakers, he's not the he won't have to face all the questions. Everybody's gonna be on LeBron, and he can just play basketball with all the notoriety. It just depends. Does he want to be? See, I'd hate to see it, man. If they roll out Kawhi, LeBron, and AD, goodness gracious, man, you still need a point guard and a center, but that's gonna be vicious. Yeah, Dylan, we remember the guy who burned himself alive, man. I don't think he's going to Lakers. I don't. I do. I think he's going to the Clippers though. That's the ultimate. If Kawhi brings a title to the Los Angeles Clippers, he's the greatest player of all time. He's the greatest. If Kawhi brings a championship to the Clippers, he's the GOAT. But I'm not a big fan of AD. AD's kind of soft to me. For real, for real. Anyway, y'all, that's an hour. 57 minutes. Who's counting? I got to get out of here. Got to put kids to sleep. Get ready for the job. Do a whole bunch of other stuff. Man's work's never done. I thank everybody that donated. Thank everybody that hung with me tonight. Ebola in Maine. Oh, really? Is that where all them? They sent a whole bunch of people from the Congo, didn't they? In Maine. What's K2? K2's the synthetic stuff that they be selling. No, I'm probably not going live in the morning until I drive to probably Wednesday. I think I'm doing the morning jaunt. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming through. Please share. Please hit the little bell thing so you get the notifications. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hotep's been told you every Thursday at 8. You can donate Patreon, PayPal, subscribe star. You know the drill. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.